All right, homebrewers. So today, I got another one of these S-type kegs. This one is a German one of some sort. And, in a prior video, I kind of showed you how to use one of these tub drain installer removers, with the little filing to be able to get it in there to turn it out, especially if you're planning on reusing these things. A lot of people tend to take some type of flat object like this screwdriver and a little hammer and just kind of, bang it around. You can kind of see where I've done that previously, kind of put some little indentations here. Again, easier way to do it that I found is using this tub drain installer remover. Filing a little bit of that off, you can kind of see where I've just taken just a smidge off. Kind of stick it in there, and you can see it kind of gets a nice, good little snug fit. I just give it a little whap with the hammer. Take this big crescent wrench. Usually it just requires one or two hits with the hammer. Depending on how stuck it is. There we go. This one's actually quite easy from some of the other ones I've seen. The pain of these S-types is they don't have that typical Sankey spring in there, which you could pop out with a very fine flat tip screwdriver and some pliers. This is about as much as it'll come up without messing with it. What I have found is if you take a thicker screwdriver, stronger, it's not going to bend too much, and kind of wedge it in there. You can kind of see how I'm pushing this sucker down. I'm going to try and do it to one side here, and typically there's a little spring that you need to unlatch these suckers from the stem or from this unit. And what I found is on most of these things, they basically are on this tab directly below, or on this one directly below. So we're going to go ahead and try this side first, since I'm facing that way. And what I do is just try and slide directly in there and pop it out, and just give it a little twist. And let's see if I've actually caught the right side. No, doesn't look like I did. So let's try this side now that's facing that way. Yeah, it feels like that's the one. It takes about 5 minutes to get these out, depending on how lucky you are. I'll try that one more time. If you look in there, you can sometimes see them up against that wall. There we go. Let me go ahead and show you how that worked. Kind of use one screwdriver to bend it out of the way there, and jam this other one. You can see how I've slid the screwdriver, the skinnier one, directly down the side, inside the spring and this stem. And what I normally do is just give it a little twist. Hopefully you can see that move there, just a little twist. And that's enough to pop it out. And believe it or not, once you get these threads moved out, that's all that's holding it in place. Now you got a valve here. It's totally reusable. Because I didn't beat it up too much. There we go. So, I could pop that back in there and use it again. I don't want to do it again. It'll end up popping back in. But again, this little spring right here, let me see that right there. That's all that's holding that sucker in once you get it done. So again, one of these, you can get it at Home Depot. It's probably $7. And what I'm going to end up using this S-type keg for, it's a quarter keg. I'm going to use it to ferment some 5-gallon batches that I'm kind of trying to get a system put together where, that goes straight from the boil kettle directly into the counterflow and then directly into this fermenter. So I have as little contact with oxygen and air as possible and keep it nice and sanitary. Again, that's how you get these S-type kegs undone. I've seen a lot of videos out there with folks really damaging these kegs and the valves, and thought, there's got to be a better way to do this, an easier way to do it, and didn't see anyone kind of put together one of these yet. So figured I'd throw a video out there, and again, best of luck, homebrewers.